Hello everyone, Minky here with the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Gen 2 Original AEFE. Today, we're taking on the Viridian Gym at long last. Which is actually kind of convenient because it's 24 episodes and we've taken on all the gym leaders on an average of one gym per every three episodes. So yeah, so let's take on the gym, and yeah, I'm already here, the gym leader already. So yeah, let's have a go. Let's see how we do. Wasn't the mood at Cinnabar, but now I'm ready to battle you. You're telling me you conquered all the gyms in Johto? I was going to be like, what are you surprised for? Like, surely that's what you got to do, but no. I was thinking of the Kanto Gyms. It's like, you don't have to battle all 7 of those to battle Blue here. This just must be pretty pathetic then. Wow, a bit rude. Don't worry about it. I know if you are good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto boy? Okay, I wonder what he says then in Crystal. Then, especially considering, you know, specifically, you know, the fact that in Crystal you can't actually choose your gender, you know, boy or girl in that case. So I wonder what he says there. Yeah, because there's no way he's gonna say like, oh good luck, Johto boy, when you pitch the girl character, you know. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. So, you know, it's either gonna have like first and exclusive tech, not first and exclusive, but you know what I mean, or he's gonna have, you know, or he's just gonna change his dialect a bit, if you will. And yeah, you know what? Maybe I should give Blue some credit here. Maybe I should. Oh wow. Okay, Return and Ice Punch are neck and neck. Wow. But yeah, I should give him a bit more credit, if you will. I should actually use the good moves against him because, I mean, this guy isn't playing around. You know. I mean, neither of the other gym leaders, but this guy is higher leveled. So I've got to be really careful with this guy. Like, I can't just like mess about, if you want. I can't just pick the wrong move on purpose. If you want, I've got to pick proper moves and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of using Doomsday here, because the other two are weak to grass type moves. So I'm gonna try and not use the best of moves. I'm gonna try and still give him something of a chance, because I don't want it to be you know, too easy, if you will. I mean, it's not gonna be too easy, but I want it to be a worthwhile battle, if you will. So yeah, that's the idea here. And see, he's now got a Leech Seed off, so that's really nice. In a way, if you will. You know, because it's like, wait, why are you using Full Restore here? Why not on Pidgeot, where it would have been a lot better? Come on, Blue, you're better than this, are you not? I don't know, man. Yeah, also, Bite and Faint Attack, I think, are the same power, so they both do the same amount here, but Faint Attack is better because there's no reason for you to be missing at this moment in time anyway, therefore its effect is nullified, if you will, in a sense, but also, Bite has the ability to flinch your opponent, hence why I'm trying not to use that here, because then I can just make him flinch, and then like, oh, that's his turn missed, if you will. You know, and he also must have a lot of faith in his Executor here, given that, you know, he full restored the Executor twice against a Pokemon who's both their types, both Doomsday's types, are super effective against Executor's types, and it was his second to last Pokemon as well. So wow. Alright, Rhydon. That's actually pretty cool though. Pretty cool that he's got Rhydon. You know, because there is that theory as well in Generation 1, and maybe a little bit in the remakes, where Blue actually kind of like joins Team Rocket, if you will, which I think is a pretty cool theory, if you will. You know, you know, obviously it's a theory, you don't have to believe it. That's the beauty of theories, is that you don't have to believe it. If you don't like the idea of a theory, you just don't believe it. You know, that's the idea of a theory, isn't it? You know, but you know, it's a pretty cool theory, and it's pretty nice. Gyarados. Alright, cool. Let's have a look at who we can send out here. Yeah, let's do Blue. Look at that, man. Blue Gyarados. I barely see Gyarados actually nowadays in this game. I think the last time I saw Gyarados in Gold specifically was in the Pokemon League, actually, now I think about it. I don't think anyone else has used the Gyarados since, and I've not taken on the League since, so... When was that? I think that was November. Yeah, I think that was November last year. Yeah, that... Which... Wow. It's been 7 months. Like, I'm recording this on the 14th of June. I think I took on the league on the 15th of November. So I could be wrong. I can't quite recall. If so, tomorrow it would have been 7 months since I last saw Gyarados in Gold. Oh, that's actually really cool, man. Oh, maybe not really cool, but you know what I mean. It's something, you know, it's kind of cool. I like it. It's a really nice idea, if you will. And yeah, he's got a really nice team. You know, he's got a nice team of diverse types, if you will, which it's really good. It keeps you on your toes and whatnot. You know, it's good for, you know, because you've got to consider, like, you can't just like come in and run over the gym with 1 or 2 types, if you will, or 1 or 2 Pokemon. No, you've got to be like properly prepared, if you will. Like, fair enough, sometimes, yeah, you can do it with 1 or 2 types, if you will, like, you know, or something, but at the same time, it's like, you know, at the same time, at least it's different, you know, at least it's different, it's a full diverse team, and wow, that is quite the Arcanine sprite. Wow, actually, you know what, I think this is the first time I've ever properly seen Arcanine. Arcanine's front sprite in Pokemon Gold. Wow, that's actually amazing. Wow. I was about to say Extreme Speed a Gen 2 move. That's weird, but then I realised, oh right, yeah, duh, of course, because of the Dratini in you know, Crystal. Of course it's a Gen 2 move. Oh, that's a crit. But watch me get my own crits. Oh. Well, I mean, I know I'm gonna faint here. Yeah, Extreme Speed, that's fine. I don't think that's the first faint of the LP, is it? I can't remember. But the only reason why I know Extreme Speed as a Gen 3 move in my head, if you will, like I know it's not a Gen 3 move, I know it's a Gen 2 move, like as in it was introduced in Generation 2. The reason why I know that, the reason why I think that, is because of a certain Pokemon you can actually get from Pokemon Box that you can get. So that's what I had in my mind, if you will. Is that you can get that special sort of move there, if you will, but. What? I chose the wrong Pokemon. I mean, how the heck did I lose to you? Alright, here, take this. It's Earth Badge, even though it looks like a wing. Aw, yeah! Alright, I was wrong. You're the real deal. You are a good trainer. But I'm going to beat you someday. Don't you forget it. I wish, man. Actually, speaking of which, what did they move? I can't remember if it's here or if there's like if it's a different generation or whatever. Like, I know there's like a hidden item here or something that I have to eventually check out. I don't know if it's in this generation or if it's a different one, so maybe I'm wrong, but that's something I'll have to look into when I get a chance. But in the meantime, let's return to Pallet Town. You know, the very first place we were ever at, by the way, in the AEFE series, or not the AEFE series, in the AEFE in general, or at least the nowadays AEFE, if you will. Let's go visit and see, you know, what's down here. Also, oh, I didn't go over this actually. I was gonna go over this. I'll talk about it in a second then. But like, what was I saying? So like. And you know, I can't even remember, to be honest. I can't remember what I was going to go on about. I don't know. If I remember, I'll put it in the call-outs, but... Here we are in Pallet Town. Yeah, this is the first area we were ever in the Aftermath. Not in the Aftermath series, in the AEFEs. Nowadays, if you will. Wow, that's excellent. You collected the badges of gyms in Kanto. Well done. I was right in my assessment of you. Tell you what, Minky, I'll make arrangements so that you can go to Mount Silver. Mount Silver is a big mountain that is home to many wild Pokémon. It's too dangerous for your average trainer, so it's off limits. But we can make an exception in your case, Minky. Go up to Indigo Plateau. You can reach Mount Silver from there. How's your Pokédex coming? Let's see. Current Pokédex completion level 216, 36 owned. Ox rating, you need to fill out the Pokédex. Catch different kinds of Pokemon. You're in the area, I hope you come visit again. So yeah, okay, I think I know what I was gonna say. So like Blue saying like, oh, Johto gym leaders must be pathetic. Like, if we're to go with the assumption that, like, you know, if we were to go with the assumption like, oh, the Kanto gym leaders have just had time to raise their Pokemon, you know, I don't think that's really a fair assessment in that case, because that implies that the Johto gym leaders are relatively new. Like, they've just relatively newly made their gyms, if you will. And like, to a degree, you can kind of see that in Jasmine over here. Not Jasmine, sorry, Janine. Is it Janine? Koga's daughter, the Fusion City gym leader. You can kind of see that in her. But if anything, by that logic, Jasmine should be pretty low leveled, if you will. Like, she should be like, you know, gym leader level 2 kind of levels, if you will, I would say, because she's got new types of Pokemon. She's focusing on the steel typing, if you will. Now, you know, which is now a new type kind of thing. You know, Faulkner, he makes sense that he's relatively new. Chuck and Price, as well as Jasmine, are all level 5, if you will. They're all round about that level. But you'd think Price would be at a higher level, because he's had plenty of time to train up and whatnot. So, like, why he's not up to par, you know, I'm not exactly sure why in that case. And then, you know, so I don't know, I don't think the idea that all this is just like, you know, like, they don't, you know what I'm trying to say, you know, it's like, I feel like there's more to it, if you will. Like, you can't just say like, oh, it's a new gym, it's that kind of thing, you know. I don't know, I hope I'm making sense with this, but, you know, it's just one of those weird theories and whatnot. And you know what, I completely missed what I was going to talk about, but you know what, it's fine. If I'll remember after this. It's just that what I want to do now is I want to go take on Gaven, because he did call before the video started. So I'm going to go take him on now, and then, you know, see what happens there. Yeah, and or maybe I can just do it in Silver and Crystal, because we've still got those two to do as well. And yeah, look, this guy's now removed. I think he's still there if you get the gym badges, like if you've got all 16 gym badges. But as soon as you talk to Professor Oak, then he'll still be there. Then he'll remove him, if you will. And I guess I can try that out in Silver and Crystal. But for now, it's Gaven time. Alright. So yeah, Gaven, I mean, I always appreciate coming to battle him. Yeah, it's always nice to just come battle him and whatnot. You know, and Beck as well. Those two are pretty cool people, I think. They're two of my favourite trainers in the series, I think. Or at least in this general area, anyway. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So yeah, that's really nice. But yeah. Alright, sorry about that, I had to cut again. Oh well. I had to cough again. It's weird because like I'm kind of used to like talking, if you will, in a way, like not to other people, if you will. I'm just, you know, just kind of constantly talking. But I guess I don't do it constantly in one sitting, because like in this case, when I do these videos, it's like I'm talking for like 30 to 40 minutes in one go, if you will, with like little breaks in between, if that, you know, which is like a constant kind of thing, if you will, whereas before, whereas usually it's only like 5 minutes, so I guess that's what makes my voice just kind of go, if you will. So I don't know, man, it's one of those weird little things, I guess. Just, I don't know, man. But wow, 2 damage from 5 spin, that's, well. Alright. Life is even tougher, yeah, you and me both, Gaven. Alright, now let's go back. Let's go back to, what I wanted to talk about at the beginning. I don't know why I forgot to talk about this, but, oh well. Let's have a look. So like, down here, we actually have the whole, like, the bushes to the left, if you will. You know, I remember like, hearing stories and whatnot about what was right outside of Pallet Town, you know, what was to the left and to the right, if you will. I remember hearing stories on occasion about that. It was pretty fun stuff. I know this is kind of lame that I'm just mentioning this for a little bit and then not really going into depth, but it's definitely an adventure of something, you know, it's something cool like that. You know, so that's something, I guess, that's a little extra bit to think about, I guess. But yeah, so on that note then, I guess, critical hit, wow. On that note then, I guess, what? Okay, I thought you were going to ask me for another battle. I was like, dude, I just battled you just a second ago. Oh, you battled the Ponytail, that's kind of cool actually. It's like, what? Dude, are you okay? Oh well. Alright, so yeah, time to go over to Silver then. Alright, here we go. And I just got a call from Alan to battle, so I guess I gotta go battle him afterwards now then as well. And, which kind of sucks, because he's all the way over in Johto. So I gotta go battle him when I can. But, oh well. Yo, champion making, how's it going? Looks like you're on a roll. Even though I could come in here with only, you know, 8 Johto badges, but anyway. The gym leader is a guy who battled the champion 3 years ago. He's no pushover. Get everything you've got. Okay, wow. He battled the champion 3 years ago. I mean, I guess he kind of did. And then he lost to you when you weren't a champion, you know, in the Gen 1 games, but oh well. Here we go. Yo, finally got here, huh? I mean, how long has it been, actually, in terms of time and both time and also episodes, actually? I wasn't in the mood in Sunbug Gym. Yeah, okay, we've already read all this. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I said, it's probably, I've said this before about stuff, there's probably going to be similarities, like plenty of similarities, if not the same stuff between Gold and Silver, but Crystal is where it gets different, if you will. That's, you know, the main thing, if you will. So him saying the same thing here doesn't mean anything, if you will. Like I've already said how, you know, it's probably going to be the same anyway. No need to worry about it, if you will, if that makes sense. Wow, critical hit, nice. But then in the case of, say, you know, Crystal, the Crystal is where it's going to be different, so, you know. Also, I like how I use my rock type against his bird, and now he's using his rock type against my or well, I'm using my bird against his rock type. That's kind of cool. Because I was going to go for Lantern, but technically, to be fair, Lantern does have a weakness to them as well, because they're electric type, which is weak to ground type. I don't know if they have any ground type moves, but I would suspect that they do. The Rhydon in this case. But then, you know, but then Lantern is also water type, which is quad good against Rhydon. So, also, wow, Arcanine now? Really? Alright. Look at that sprite, that's actually pretty nice. Yeah! Mud Slap, because why not? I mean, it's not even that powerful, to be fair. Raw? Really? Oh, okay. Got me out a worse Pokemon for you. What was that, man? Like, do you not have any fire moves? If you don't have any fire moves on your fire type ace, Blue, I'd be, you know, extremely disappointed. You know, honestly, I wouldn't be seriously disappointed if you had no electric type moves, no fire type moves on your you know, fire. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why do you not have that, if you will? You know, what are you doing, man? You know, it's like, I mean, at least it makes sense for me. You know, it makes sense for me to be using bad moves, because you know why I'm going for them. It's because I'm trying out different things. I mean, I guess that's what Blue's trying to do. I guess you can make that argument, but it's like, what? Why? Yeah, it's like, what? I mean, it'd be cool if he was. You know, that'd be something interesting, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh, he's using Solar Beam. Alright, let's see how Flamethrower does. And hey, we might get lucky and not faint them. And see how good Solar Beam is. I guess it's a good thing as well you didn't use Sunny Day, because otherwise I would have boosted up my fire moves. But it still took him 2 turns to do Solar Beam, so kind of a surprise? I don't know, man. Alakazam. Now let's stick with Egan. Now that's an Alakazam sprite, wow. Really? They predicted the physical move. Because I was going to go with, I was thinking of Earthquake. I imagine most people were thinking Earthquake, or at least Rock Slide, but nah, I figured let's go with Body Slam, but no, he uses Reflect, weakening any of my physical attacks. And I guess my special defense, yeah, I think I'm going to faint attack it next turn. So, yeah, I might faint to Psychic now. I probably will, actually, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Who do I want against Alakazam? I guess Mickey. I was going to say use Thief, but I can't because, I mean, I can, but it's a special move, so it's not like it's going to do that much, you know. It's not like it's really going to do all that much in this generation. If this was the remakes, if this was Generation 4, sure. But, you know, in this generation, it's a special move. It's yeah, I knew it was going to use recover. It's probably going to use reflect again at the moment. Just because you don't need accuracy to use reflect or recover. Hey, there we go. Nice. Alright, last Pokemon, Gyarados. Now with Gyarados, to be fair, I've seen them in all 3 games in Gold, Silver, Crystal, because obviously you get the shiny one, and then you also get Lance as well, so you're guaranteed, unless you use like glitches or cheats or something, you're guaranteed to see Gyarados in 2 different colours, if you will. You have the red one and the blue one, so you're kind of guaranteed for that. But you know, it's what it is. But yeah, that is what it is. And no TM, by the way. You don't get a TM for beating him, by the way. Alright, now let's go check out the exit before we talk to Professor Oak. I might talk to Professor Oak in this part, but I'm not entirely sure. You know what, maybe... Actually, you know what, maybe I'll make this a 2-parter. Yeah, I think I'll make this a 2-parter. Make things a bit easier on myself, if you will. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Nope, this guy's still here this way. At least to myself, you'll see scary strong Pokemon out there. Alright. Yeah, he's still here even though you have all 16 badges now. Which is fine. Alright, now we're gonna go battle Alan. So yeah, we're gonna go do that, and then once we've done that we can then just go to Crystal. I don't know, was I gonna say something? I don't know, man. I mean, we've got Crystal left, that's it, really. Alright. In fact, it's actually not even that far from here. Wow, that's actually really convenient. I mean, it's a little out of the way, but he's not that out of the way. Oh yeah, today's also the bug catching contest. I might do that today, because I did that on Crystal earlier, because I wanted to just... Oh yeah, I wanted to get like a screenshot of Butterfree and Beedrill. That's why I did it for. But from Crystal specifically, because I already got them from Gold and Silver, because I battled Wade. But I didn't get them from Crystal. I think I've actually deleted Wade's number in Crystal actually. I know I had to make room for, you know, the Waterstone and the Firestone and, you know, those 4 trainers. So that's probably why I don't. I probably don't have Wade's number anymore. Because that's 4 numbers. I've got the Mum's number and the Professor Elm's number. Those 2 are automatic, so that's 6 out of 10. I've got Beth, Gaven. Those 2 are obvious. So that's 8. And then the last 2, I think the last 2, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think the last 2 are Buena and Bill. Bill, you know, the main Bill guy, the guy who gives you the AEFE in this game and whatnot. Those are the 3. Those are the 10 phone numbers that I have in Pokemon Crystal, if I am remembering correctly. So, yeah, that's them. And then, I don't even remember what they are in Gold and Silver. I don't really remember. Because those 4 trainers I mentioned that give you Firestones and Waterstones and whatever, they don't do that in Gold and Silver. They only do it in Crystal. Which I guess it's to kind of make certain evolutions easier. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. I mean, in a way, it's kind of good. I think that it's locked like that because it's kind of random chance, and it still locks out certain, other Pokemon. Alright, sorry about that again, guys. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so the lack of, stone evolution, or the lack of stones, kind of locks out Pokemon like Flareon and such, and allows for more stuff like, when you get to, when you get like, say, AEFE, for example, you've got more of a reason to go for, Espeon and Umbreon rather than the Kanto ones. In that case, even in Crystal, where you've got at least a chance to get the elemental stones, because at least there, it's more reasonable to get Espeon and Umbreon, if you will. Which I think is kind of good in a way, especially when you can trade over those evolution items later on, if you wanted to. So it's not like, so you're not like locked out of Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. You just sort of more inclined to get Espeon and Umbreon, if you will, but you can still get the others if you really wanted them later on. Alright, well, on that note though, let's go to Crystal and see how we handle things over there. And yep, here we are with Crystal, with, again, my favourite theme in the game. Yeah, I think I'd start off with this little bit, just to start off with some nostalgia, if you will. Because I entered through the other two entrances here, so, I figured I might as well include Route 2 somehow. There we go. I feel like just let us play a little bit, just so we got a bit nostalgic here. But on that note, here we are in Viridian Gym. And I also just got a call from Gina as well, who gives you leaf zones, and she's just asked for a battle as well. So there's that as well to consider as well, that maybe they won't even give you the stone, they might even just give you a battle instead. So, anyway, here's Blue. Let's see if he says anything different. He said you can't go to all the gyms in Johto. Hey, Johto must be pretty pathetic then. Hey, don't worry about it. I don't know if you're good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto champ? Okay, wow, there you go. That's how he changed it. That's how he changes it. It says Johto champ rather than Johto boy or Johto girl. So it actually gives you a bit more respect as well on it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, and yeah, I started with Solar because I figured I want to get Solar some levels because she's actually kind of behind than the other two, Flame and Hydro. So I kind of need to get her a bit of experience. So I knew Pidgeot was the first one we had here, so I know that we're going for type disadvantage. But I figured I can always change it if I really need to. And wow, Mirror Move. Wow, that's kind of a not a bad play. Wow, are you serious? Really? Body Slam into Paralysis. Come on, man. I mean, I should still be faster, right? Yeah. Alright. Do I even... Oh, I was going to say, do I even have any items to heal? But yeah, of course I do. Of course I have items to heal. Because, I have all those berries. Now, I could have also swapped into Hydro, by the way, but because Hydro's a higher level, I figured let's get Flame a bit of experience here. You know, try and catch them up if you want. I want to try and keep them all kind of equal, if you will. It's just I know Solar is a bit of a disadvantage now because of the paralysis. So, I'm going to be careful about that. Okay, Rhydon, nice. Perfect for Solar if I can get Razor Leaf off. I was going to say which I should be able to do, but it's just RNG really. You know, do I land on the Razor Leaf or do I land on the Paralysis? You know? And yeah, there's the Sandstorm. Of course I get, you know, of course I get paralyzed on the first turn. Twice, really? Let's see how bad I do. Critical hit. Thank goodness this is in Generation 1 where critical hits go all the way through. There we go. All it takes is one razor leaf. Or at least it should anyway. Should be able to do. I was gonna say, would I be able to crit and leave 1 HP somehow? Oh well. What next? Arcanine. Alright. Fire against fire. They do have extreme speed as well, so they kind of outspeed me anyway. Even that, I don't even think they need it against Solar, right? I'm not too sure on that, to be honest. Oh wow, I didn't realize it went both ways like that. That's actually kind of cool. I should use Sandstorm more often. See what kind of like cool effects or whatever that it can spawn in. Nice. Yeah, this should take this down then. I should take Arcanine down this turn then. Even if this doesn't faint, Sandstorm, well, hopefully Sandstorm is still active. Okay, never mind. Hopefully it's not active. Then it means less damage towards me. Gyarados, I want to keep Flaming. See if we can get lucky enough with the Thunder Punch. Okay, wow, nice timing. That was actually really lucky timing. Nice. I mean, obviously that felt a little cheap using electric move against Gyarados, but electric, I'm pretty sure electric is their only weakness as well. You know, but Pokemon like Alakazam. Not Alakazam, sorry. Gyarados. Pretty sure Gyarados' only weakness is electric. Even though it's a quad weakness. Yeah, but it's a pretty nice weakness, if you will. And yeah, Reflect already, because of course. They're probably going to use Recover soon as well. Even though they can take me down. It's just that I'm thinking like, hopefully Solar can get some experience here. That's what I'm thinking of. And obviously I can swap them in now. You know, get some experience here now and then, but they're paralyzed. Paralyzed. So obviously, you know, I'm gonna have to spend a turn healing that, or be slower, if you will. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to heal then, which is fine. Okay, nice. Got a body slam import. It's on the Reflect. Yeah. Oh well. What healing items do I have? Wow, I didn't even have any healing stones. Or healing items. Wow. I should have used Earthquake. Why did I do that? So yeah, there goes Solar. Our last Pokemon. Well, technically one of our last Pokemon. I still got the 3 Mews, but you know, it's obviously like, you know, they're not really part of the team, if you will. And yeah, Hydro gets the last bit, the last attacking well. How the heck did I lose to you? I think Hydro had the rare candy as well, right? So therefore, that was their first bit of experience points since I fed them the rare candy that I had to get rid of before. Because I usually don't train between parts, so you know. Alright, I was wrong. You're the real deal. You are a good trainer, but I'm going to beat you someday. Don't you forget it. As we probably go ahead and forget about it. That's unfortunate. But yep, let's first of all go talk to the guard again, see what he says, and then And then I guess what I'll do... well, I guess we'll go battle Gina, yeah. I guess we'll do that, and then... and I'll just end the part there. Because, like I said, I can make this a two-parter. And kind of just, like, fill in the gaps for next part, if you will. Oh yeah, here we go. So it's list about Silver, you see Skate on Pokemon out there. Okay, he's nothing different in this game, that's alright. Alright, let's go to... let's go battle Gina then, which is actually... who's actually not that far away from Goldenrod as well. So that's actually pretty nice as well. Like, both trainers who want to battle me in Kanto, in Johto, they're both right there anyway. So that's kind of cool. Right outside Johto. That's nice. But yeah, yeah, we're nearly at the end of this LP. We're actually really near the end. Like, unbelievably close. Oh my gosh. I swear they do that more times than not. Oh, I forgot to heal, but oh well, it's fine. Well, it's not, because I need to give the other 2 experience points. But they fainted, so... oh well, I mean, I guess if anything, I do need to train up all 3 members anyway. Just to ensure that I've got something of a decent team for what's about to come. But... yeah, that's neither here nor there. And yeah, no point in using anything else at this point. I just kind of want to show off her team, if you will. Because it's pretty cool that she now has a jump fluff, two jump fluffs, and well, you'll see in a second. You'll see in a second what it is. Because this other Pokemon she has, you might have to actually battle her to see this Pokemon in an AEFE run, but that's a 101% kind of deal rather than a 100% normal kind of run, if you will. And yeah, she actually has a fully forward Venusaur now. That's pretty cool that she's got full on Venusaur now. That's really nice. And she said, like, go easy on me, and it's like, I can't, man. I can't. Have you seen my team? It's like, go easy on me. How about go hard on me, if you will? Oh well. Well, that's it for me today, and this part. Next part, I guess I'm just going to do a bit of cleanup, if you will, for the most part. I'm not really even sure what that cleanup really is going to be, other than, like, something that's going to be obvious in hindsight. Like, well, I feel like it'll be obvious in hindsight to the viewers, to you as the viewer, but I feel like, to me, it's pretty obvious, if you will, in a way. It might even be obvious to the viewers, I don't know. But, either way, on that note, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.